So roll where you're rolling. I'll be praying you're fine wherever you're going. Stay walking that line, 'cause they'll eat and they'll spit you.
YouTube, today we are listening to highly requested The Great American Bar Scene by Bryan. I've had a couple loyal subscribers just going crazy with this album, constantly commenting it, and I'm like, I gotta get to it. But I'll be honest, fam, if you guys know me, I'm new to country music. Haven't been a fan of country music in my life, but also I haven't listened to a full country album since Beyonce Cowboy Carter, which counts but also doesn't count because I love Beyonce, period, right? So I haven't had anyone else I've never heard before, a country artist that I haven't heard before. Some people are saying that this album is the best album of the year. And I cannot wait until the year ends so I could do my full favorite albums of the year list. I actually have about a dozen more albums for the year that I have to already do that dropped before. So I'm just excited to keep listening to brand new music while listening to classics along the way. So if you guys are into that journey with me, then definitely hit the subscribe button. And also, if you want to be the first one to watch this video or any other exclusive content that I drop, then sign up for the Patreon. It means a whole lot. Bryan, I never heard his voice. I don't know anything about Bryan, and I love going in blind. I'll learn along the journey, and I'll also learn when you guys comment below, because you guys are the best. Like, I love y'all so much. The comments always give me insight, and sometimes y'all be writing some big ass writing news articles, and I'm like, yo, thank you. I'm learning and just figuring it out. So let's start with Bryan, Lucky Enough poem.
If I'm lucky enough, I'll see fogs lift with suns as we roll to play a show in Carolina, Oklahoma, or Chicago. I'll grow to know the road to home in places far away, wrinkled, bald, and beat the shit to never waste a day. Enough people will hate me that I know I did it right, but to never meet a human being that I say that I don't like. Let me learn the hard way and cut it close sometimes, that youth is the attic chest where every lesson lies. I reckon I'd be lucky if I made it half as far, to only die on hills that are closest to my heart. If I'm lucky enough, notebooks will be strewn across my room. I'll play catch on green grass where springtime flowers bloom. If I'm lucky enough, I'll tell the truth every chance I get, 'cause smiles fake to appease another is worth 10 regrets. If I'm lucky enough, I will get through hard things, and they will make me gentle to the ways of the world. If I'm lucky enough, I'll have the courage to leave and go wherever my beating heart tells me to go. If I'm lucky enough, I'll get high and invite a guitar player over, and he'll play sweet notes until a New York City rooftop sun rises. I'll meet some kids at school that still know how to play instruments. If I'm lucky enough, I will make it exactly to where I'm taking this breath now. I'll lay my head upon the earth and laugh at passing clouds. If I'm lucky enough, I'll remember the shaky things we've seen. Grab your beer through tears and fears, the Great American Bar Scene.
Before it flows into the next song, that makes me mad emotional. That was a perfect intro. Still don't know what I'm getting myself into. This was such a perfect poem. And shout out to all the ladies out there that's watching, but this is a poem for us. This is a poem for us men. I believe it. I could feel it. It sounded like the graceful suffering of a man. Like he said, go through enough hard things that you become gentle. Like the warrior in a garden. Wrinkled, bald, and beat to shit to never waste a day. Enough people will hate me that I know I did it right. But to never meet a human being that I say I don't like. Let me learn the hard way and cut it close. This is a perfect poem for being a man. And this is just like so divine. I love this life because everything connects. I literally have been studying so much of, I mean, look at it right here. I got the 48 laws of power. I've been studying. You have to suffer as a man, get through the hardships as a man. You have to have the scars as a man. And that helps you break through to the next version of yourself. I've been studying going to the next version of yourself because just to call a spade, I'm elevating right now, fam. Like, I love this life. Everything is not easy at all. But I'm going through the mud, and I've been through the mud, and I will constantly go through it in order to become the man that I have to be, right? The suffering of either being invisible, and I never put out videos. I never put out anything. Or the suffering of the uncertainty of being known, of having my face out here. One of my videos is at 90,000 views, and I'm so fucking grateful. But in the other mindset, that's a lot of, like, where is my face all over the world, right? And this is not, like, I'd rather be rich and unknown than known, you know what I'm saying? And bro, it's not about the fame. It's about the fact that, like, I love this shit so much, and I love the community that we're building. I love what's happening here. But like he said, enough people will hate me that I know I did it right. More success comes with more hate, and you just have to bite that bullet at the end of the day. This is a perfect poem for the struggles of a man, the suffering of a man that makes the man end up being great at the end of the day, if I'm lucky enough. That really hit me. Let's keep going. We got 18 more songs to go. JaKar, start the video, goddamn it.
Steve's busy raising his while I climb out a hole I never dug. Likely there's a spot 20 minutes or so. We used to get wasted riding rodeo.
I'm listening to a country album. What the hell am I doing? Y'all got me up here, man.
All the old ways dead, living in my head. There's a smile on a photo catching dust in your own apartment. All the old ways dead, living in my head. It's all veneer enough for me to take a rest.
It's all veneer and up from here. Does that mean veneer is, well, I'm probably gonna sound crazy saying this, but I have to look dumb to, fuck it, who cares? Veneers, that's new teeth, right? So bright, shiny, new. Like, is that like another way of saying just brand new and up from here? Everything's looking up from here. That's what I was thinking. Are the old ways dead? The way he sings that, loved it.
I'm a mechanical bull, throw a quarter and watch me go.
Oh.
And I get a little sad in the evenings knowing I'll never get beaten, like being young and dumb again in this lifelong rodeo. Took a few years to get here, brother. Grins are greener in the heat of summer. Calmness on this evening seems a drug.
Calmness on this evening seems a drug. That's poetry. I love that. This is a good start to the album, fam. I'm rocking with this. I'm just shocked that I'm listening to a country album. This is low-key the one genre that I was like, don't request it. But here's the start. Ooh, I haven't heard a harmonica in forever.
I lost my money to some dirty old bookie way up in Philly. He was a bad man. But you can't bet your life on the table when you've got yourself a bad hand. Where the bets are tough and bartenders meet, the great American bar scene.
Title track.
Tough boys of old came and went. She's a heaven sent, and I'm at a loss. So if you've got the time, I've got the quarter and a two-stepping song called Hey Porter. Why does love always feel like a fever dream in the great American bar scene?
Okay, for one, I hope the album isn't just this type of tempo. Because we got a lot of songs. So let's hope it switches up and makes things different. But of course, his writing and poetry is amazing. He gives a perfect scene of his great American bar scene. You know what's tricky, though, for me listening to this music? I'm going to just call a spade a spade. This is not, I don't want to say fun, but it's just not my vibe. You feel me? Like this type of bar scene, if I walked into this bar scene, look at me. If I walked into this bar scene, there'll be a lot of eyeballs at me. I know what hey, it is what it is. I'm over here in Connecticut. I know this life. Maybe you're somewhere else that's whatever you want to say, but I know this life. If I walk into that bar, whole lot of eyeballs and a whole lot of what is he doing here? Fuck it. I'ma say it. It's tricky hearing these type of these type of songs. I love the premise of the scenery of things, but this is a type of scenery country song. Just doesn't hit the same for me, you know? That's all I'm saying. 28. Let's see.
You took a train to the south side of Boston. You showed me where your old man stayed. Took 28 years of blood I was lost in to feel loved on my own birthday. And I always felt like I was in between something like home and somewhere far away. But tonight on the west side in a bar out in Brooklyn, I saw tears outline your face. How lucky are we? It's been a hell of a week.
There we go.
We're all grown now.
Okay.
The smoke seeping out of your bloody teeth, be your home somehow.
Woo, I like that.
I lost my mind on the streets of the city, and maybe I lost all hope too. Took 28 years of blood pumping through me to get to this evening with you.
Ooh, I love that. I love that.
How lucky are we? It's been a hell of a week, but we're all grown now.
Hold up. This right here, he got one.
You took a train to the south side of Boston. You showed me where your whole heart stayed. Took 28 years of blood pumping through me to feel loved on my own birthday.
10 out of 10.
Wow.
10 out of 10. I absolutely love that song. This is my favorite song so far. I know we're like 4 or 5 songs in. 28. I relate to it so much once again because this is exactly how I feel. And sometimes I sound crazy, but I don't care. Like I could sound crazy when I'm having such a great vibe and I'm really thinking to myself like, damn, it took all this time to be here. Like so many things had to happen for me to be here. And so in this one paragraph, he says it perfect. You took a train to the south side of Boston. You showed me where your whole heart stayed. This is where you've been this entire time. But it took me 28 years of blood pumping through me. That addition, he could have just said 28 years, but he know how to write. 28 years of blood pumping through me to feel loved on my own birthday. 28 years to feel loved on my own birthday. I'm gonna keep it a stack with y'all, fam. I really haven't had that many great birthdays. Like I be thinking about that. Birthdays centered around me, like to feel loved. I don't have that many. I could probably count a couple on my hand, to be honest. And I be thinking about when I get to my 30s, when I'm 33. I know that there's going to be experiences, God willing, that I'm going to really be sitting up in there like, damn, it took 33 years for me to feel this feeling or to get to this moment. You know? It's real wild. Like my grandfather, it took him to be 50 years old to actually find his passion, which is photography. But before that, he never, like, all that I know, because he's 70. So for 20 years, all I knew, I'm thinking that he's been a photographer. He's like, no, I get old enough to really be conscious. He's like, no, it took me, I picked up a camera when I was 50. You never know. Beautiful song, Zach Bryan. 28's my favorite song so far. Let's keep going. The drum, the guitar, the whatever that was, a violin, perfect. Flawless. I can't wait to hear that again, actually.
Screen door cracked, ball game on. Man on the porch singing baritone. tan line leads to that gentle place between a collarbone and a stone cold face.
Bring those drums in.
Dark-haired boys all say goodbye to the women that they swear are gonna be their wives. Wet, hot American nights.
I could imagine them at the concert doing this.
Snuck our forks to the shore and drank a bottle bone dry. We snuck our forks to the shore and drank a bottle bone dry. Body off on a coastline. Wet, hot American nights. We snuck our forks to the shore and drank a bottle bone dry.
Woo! That sounds like a good
Snuck
time.
our forks to the shore and drank a bottle bone dry.
I know his concerts are probably amazing. That's a concert song right there where everybody cheering, saying it with him. Yo, 32 million listeners a month is insane. You got such a big fan base. I did not know that.
Rail tire worker, I've been laying tires on cold ground. But I'm leaving this evening on the same tracks I laid down.
Oh, I like that.
There's some boys out in Jersey that are calling me out by name. I got a reason to believe I ain't glory bound anyway. But he made a bad deal with some boys out on Oak Island. And if he don't pay, they say they're bound to find him. Life on the road.
Protein powder, let's get it.
And I went to Jay's Tavern and it happens that the boys were there. But if I find them on that island first, the worst is yet to come. There's no blood in the mud we's raised and spent. Life on the run.
That's a fact. We ain't running from shit. That's a fact. I fuck with that. Crazy. Great ending. God damn, that was a good story too. I feel the same too about my little brother, or just anybody, you know, really my little brother, feel me? Like when it comes to people that want to talk their shit or whatever, when it comes to me, I'm like, I don't give a fuck about these people, right? But when it comes to my little bro, it's like, yo, fuck it, let's go. I don't understand why. I don't get it. It's the older brother syndrome, I guess. I don't know. I like that story. And just leaving like the minute to the end to just let the band rock out. His band is crazy. I rock with that. I miss a Guitar Hero.
I've got planes for purple gas, about the only break I catch. But I am not the kind of man to blame the dealer on a losing hand.
Have a lone star in my eye. The darker the sky, the brighter it Pump jack checks and baler twine, a ton of grit or maybe it's spine.
And if I weren't a flatland boy, I'd say I have a hill that I will die upon if the climb don't get me killed. If there were such heights around here for a guy to lay his pride, maybe I'd rest before I died if I weren't a flatland boy. If I weren't a flatland boy.
Like that harmony.
I hammer down, hair straight back. World blurs past, tell me how's that? My horizon line static. I guess at least it's a sure bet.
Was taught to not throw the first fist, but if you take a hit, finish that son of a bitch. In a life, having the upper hand's a myth. You're only fighting chances, too stubborn to quit. Keep your head down, it goes on forever. But I've got plates for purple gas.
I've got plates for purple gas.
I love that ending with them taking their turns and throughout the song taking their turns. Shout out to Noah Line Hoffman. Song isn't one of my favorites, probably one of my least favorites, just because that type of like concept and topic isn't for me. Flatland Boy isn't for me, but it was really refreshing to hear woman vocals and have that feature. I didn't really even check for features. So is there anybody else? Oh yeah, we got John Mayer is coming up. Bruce Springsteen and Watch House. Okay, they're all around the same time too, which is good. Okay. Right now 28's my favorite, but I love Lucky Enough into Mechanical Bull.
Let me die out in the bones. It took me 13 years to bloom. They broke up, but he's alright. We'll be in town till late tonight. Real blue.
I like that.
In the bones.
Side note, fam, have y'all ever heard of Mumford & Sons? Because growing up, that was the first and really only time, besides right now, this journey, where I heard this type of style of music, and that was from Mumford & Sons. This song reminded me of that with that vocalized background, just it coming. I forget what song. Let me look it up for y'all. Is Mumford & Sons country? Little Lion Man. And I swear there was one more, but I don't know if it was I Will Wait. Probably I Will Wait For You. Yeah. That's all.
Dying in the boons. And how I miss the quick stop line. They say hello every time. No concern for politics. Come on home, I'll check for text. Love me gently in the boons.
That's love. I'll check for text.
Everyone I know has somewhere else to go. Won't you look up from your hands? Let's be still while we still can. Stay a while out in the bones. So leave me out of that talk downtown. I have found everything I'll ever need. Real beauty in the bones.
Real deep with the background coming up, would have loved it even more. Real good track though, but damn, that was that kind of an Let me know, fam, is this his best album he's ever made, or is there other ones? And what's your favorite song? Comment
I
below
saw
your favorite
you
song.
in my dreams last night. You had a Vandal grin framed by a suit and tie. You were saying you were out of here with your breath framed by cocaine and beer.
Damn. Breath smell like cocaine and
She
beer.
would ruin you and leave your whole damn family in shambles too.
That's real.
Love's gonna bring you home. Even God didn't see it coming. But no matter where you're at, we'll always find the way back. We'll always find the way back. We'll always find the way back. Token poison to some killer song. Your old man's Trans Am and Kodachrome. Bumper sticker to the back right. State champs 83 through 85. She's smoking cigarettes in the kitchen. Tom and Jerry's on the front room television. She always sat under the oak tree saying, God, I miss the old me. God, I miss the old me.
Like
The
that
leaves
drum.
might change, but the roots stuck. Them shoes still hang on the top wire. Say I don't miss it, but I hate it more. Saw you in my dreams last night. You had a Van Grin framed by a suit and tie. Token poison to some killer song. Your old man's Trans Am and Kodachrome. Your old man's Trans Am and Kodachrome. Your old man's Trans Am and Kodachrome.
It's like this whole album is different chapters within his life that he's just giving out, very vulnerable, just almost like a therapy session. He's just telling us everything in different chapters. I like that. Very interesting. He knows how to write so well, or is this how every country
Rain started
albums?
falling on the roof that morning. It was early summertime. We fogged up the rear window of my 67 300 in line.
John Moreland.
My lungs have been hurting and it's likely my liver's taking a licking too.
Probably.
Them Bill Street boys are handy with a clap on 4 and 2. Thrill is gone so slow and easy. Won't you love me tender? The way you move's a drug and I'm on a lifelong bender. So rest them tired eyes and let your dress fall to the ground. We're the only ones left who love Otis in this town. I need you, Memphis the blue. I need you like Memphis the blue.
Cracked up skies, tried on a couple lives to find the one that fit. Cold wind coming and the heat quit running, but you keep my candle lit. Pictures on the wall say it all with the kind of conviction make a river part. You got a skeleton key on a chain around your neck, I got a chain around my heart. Church bells ringing in the air down the hill from the house where you were born.
I like his voice.
I said, baby, don't you think we ought to live a little bit before Gabriel blows his horn? I need you like Memphis the blues. I need you like Memphis the blues.
That was cold.
I need you like Memphis the blues.
I need you like Memphis the blues.
I like that song better than the past couple songs. I really like that song. I don't know, it's just good when they be singing it. I love country music when they be doing those harmonies and collaborations. It's just good to bounce off each other.
I'll be praying you're fine wherever you're going.
You never sang like that. Hold up.
Just stay walking that line. 'Cause they'll eat and they'll spit you, but you ain't their fool. They don't know you like I do.
They don't know you
Back
like I.
home on Barstool.
It's almost like I do. Also, I do. I got something to say after this.
I'm out on the road when I'm going, I go. I make music with all of my friends.
I miss your silhouette catching coastal sunsets and the sound of that rusty door hinge. So roll where you're rolling, I'll be praying you're fine wherever you're going. Stay walking that line, 'cause they'll eat and they'll spit you, but you ain't their fool. They don't know you like I do. Back home on Barstool. So roll where you're rolling,
I like that, right into it.
I'll be praying you're fine, but wherever you're going, stay walking that line, 'cause they'll eat and they'll spit you, but you ain't their fool. They don't know you like I do. Belly laughing on the stool.
I really like that. Fam, I'm gonna keep it a stack with y'all. This is not like my style of music. And so for me to love a lot of these songs or like a lot of these songs, I can only imagine how y'all feeling. No wonder everybody's saying this is the album of the year, especially if you're a country lover. God damn, he's making hit after hit. That's exactly the style that you love. That's some crazy shit if you think about it. But you know what I was thinking of? I haven't got tired of the beat. The banjo, sometimes the guitar, the drums, similar tempos, similar sounds, but there's different things. It's like maybe the chords are changing. Because I always wondered, I'm like, yo, this sounds like the same shit nonstop. That's what I would always say about country music. But you can hear certain things change, probably because I have the headphones on, because I actually am paying attention. My musical palette has increased, gotten more mature. So now I could hear things, and now I could see why, especially if you know how to play an instrument, if you love country music, these songs probably sound so different to you, 1,000 times different to you. But to me, they're similar, but I could hear the differences because I was a little nervous about that. I can't lie, like knowing which is different. But right now, I know each song. You see, we got a piano now. This is, oh yeah, he needed a little something like this.
And even when my baby's sitting next to me, I'm a self-sabotaging suicide machine.
Damn.
And you're going, 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 till the Lord calls you home. Your work boots and your warm coveralls. And you'll show them, show them, show them, with your high collateral on, at home where your children play with dolls. Cause I was raised by a woman who was hardly impressed, and I carry that shit real deep in my chest.
She wasn't impressed.
Cause I ain't never been one for cheap excuses, and apologies have always been a little later useless.
That song reminded me a lot of the intro song, Poem. And even though he's had so many vulnerable, transparent, personal moments throughout this entire album, I feel like this song, probably top 3 so far when it comes to knowing him and the trauma. And you can hear it in his voice. He wanted to emphasize it. He wanted us listeners to really know. Well, first, I'm a self-sabotaging soup machine. I don't know if he was talking to his father's perspective, though. Probably not. He might have been talking about himself. 2 things that hit me. 1, I was raised by a woman who was hardly impressed. He emphasized that to let us know that probably his mother, and he keeps talking about his dad throughout this album. I haven't really heard too much about his mom, now that I think about it. He must have had such a close relationship to his father, and that's, like he said, even if we didn't catch anything, we would just sit by on the edge of the boat. And you guys, for me, like, I grew up without a father. So that's something that I missed out on. But, I don't know, you really can't miss something that you never had. So it is what it is. Hearing that, like, that's something that I wish I got to experience, and that's love, like he's talking about. But when it comes to the mother side, isn't impressed. It doesn't bring out a healthy relationship to your success, because you're always doing it for either the validation of her or the parent, or once you kind of heal yourself from that, you realize, like, man, this is just something I never get to experience. And it is what it is. Like, we all got our own things that we have to get out the mud, but I never understand it either. And so that's why I love the second part that he said was, you can't heal something that you never raised. And that's the gem. It doesn't matter, because at the end of the day, your parents, you didn't raise them. Certain people, you didn't raise them. You can't heal them. You didn't raise them. And a lot of the people, sadly, as they get older and older, what do they say? I'm stuck in my ways. I'll never change. So it's just fucked at the end of the day. But I talk to God and I pray all day, just hoping and hoping. Very beautiful, transparent song we all could relate to.
Listen to the sounds. Them good times will find their way back around.
You sound like a soul singer right there.
And I've got the answers. Go on and touch my skin. Them better days always come back again.
Come on now, better days, let's go. We always come back.
This life's a boat, boy. It all comes in waves. On the radio, her laughter and sweet mistakes. And I wasn't loved well as a younger child. So I pray these better unstable days, they stay a while. So don't get hateful or hot damn. There's a fire burning in the back 40. I'm still finding out who the hell I am. And I'm so tired of wasting it away. Gonna find the time to realize I'm in deep on better days.
Is that John Mayer playing? Probably. This is the type of album you gotta listen to with a beer. You gotta drink a beer. Be at a festival. Just be chilling.
So don't get hateful, Lord, hot damn. There's a fire burning in the back 40 and they're trying to change the man I am.
I'm in deep on better days. Yes, Zach Bryan. Yes. Beautiful song. I wasn't loved right as a child. I could relate. He's talking about, he said, I don't even know who I am yet, but I'm in deep on better days. I got a lot of better days coming.
Play me something gently. I'm across the ocean missing home. There are lights on sparkling tires. They shine dark when seen alone. It's a long road to heaven. It's a far ride to hell. I pray we outlive this fountain. I reckon time will tell. The stronger folks keep going, no matter where they've been.
You got the gospel choir.
On sparkling towers that I'll never see again.
I am not the person that I was yesterday, and the things I'm seeing now will never be the same. Reckon only time can tell. The stronger folks keep going, no matter where they've been.
Talk that shit.
Lights on sparkling towers that I'll never see again.
Do you think God's a person, or is he just a sound? Early morning creaking on some floors way out of town. I'm breathing and alive, and my legs are working fine. Do you think God's a person, or the slowly passing time?
Towers was beautiful, powerful. I'm gonna listen to that again. I might add it to my gospel playlist. What the hell? Fam, this is an amazing album. I'm actually really shocked right now. For some reason, I just had a thought that, like, I don't know, hopefully this doesn't happen. But if I'm really sad in the future, like if something happens in the future, for some reason I feel like this album will be better for me to hear in those times when I need it. And I might cry. There are certain songs up here that are very emotional. This song in particular brought emotions out of me that's like, well, whoa, if I already was close, it would have came out. So I bet some people already cry from this album or certain songs. Not every song, of course. I'm gonna definitely save this one. Bruce Springsteen is crazy.
Shape you take when you lay like that reminds me of a love I've never had. If loving's wrong, what's a boy to do? I ain't scared of death, I'm scared of losing you. You're like sandpaper, the more I try you bind.
When I close my eyes, I think of times I could smell and hear that northern thunder.
A legend.
Every pine has its time to outgrow the rains of days of younger. I'll be still at the cutting mill, just make me a roof you can hide under.
I love when they sing, the old legends sing.
Take a trip uptown, clear you out of my mind. You're like sandpaper, the more I try you blind.
It's poetry.
Winter was a drag, but spring was a friend. I'll love you till the summer comes back again. And they've been trying to smooth me out for 27 seasons now.
Sing that shit.
I'll take a trip uptown, clear you out of my mind. You're like sandpaper, the more I try you bind. Winter was a drag, but spring was a friend.
I'll love you till the summer comes back again.
And they've been trying to smooth me out
For 27 seasons now. For 27 seasons now.
Wow. You guys, that song right there, I give it a 9 out of 10. It would be a 10 out of 10 for me if Zach Bryan sang that shit OD at the end. You can't hear this type of lyricism anywhere else, because this is what country music is about right here, is these type of analogies. It's called Sandpaper, and he's been saying it. They've been trying to smooth me out for 27 seasons now. Meaning my whole life, they've been trying to smooth me out, but you're like sandpaper. The more I try, you bind. What does that mean to y'all? Let me know in the comments, what does that mean to y'all? You're sandpaper, you're rough, or you're dealing with someone rough. Trying to make me gentle, trying to make me trust, trying to make me open up. That's smoothing me out, but it's tough. It's tough. I love you till the summer comes back again. That right there, winter was a drag, but spring was a friend. Bruce Springsteen's voice. Beautiful addition. I'm so happy for Zach Bryan. I bet that's one of his idols that he was like finally able to collaborate with. But this was a really powerful moment for him. I think we only have a couple more tracks to go, fam. Yeah, look at that. 3 tracks to go. Let's close this album strong. Zach, let's go.
Love sick, homesick, sick of the wrong too. There's a reason all the boys back when sang blues. Please don't ask me how the last years went. Mama made $1 million on accident.
That's tough. That's tough.
I was supposed to die, military man.
Wow.
Chest out too far with a drink in my hand. But I got folks who like hearing me rhyme. Think of thunder under metal roofs all the time. The way this life blackens all your younger memories.
anglers.
I don't know if it's because it was just right after the Bruce Springsteen song or it's so deep into the album, but that might be my least favorite song. I don't know. When I edit, we'll see. You guys will see in the description below. That song just didn't really do it for me. I feel like we didn't need that tempo.
Back the car while the creek's running, casting line with the dawn coming. You know I wanna believe in something like you.
And it was cold, but it was warmer than I've ever been. I get home, but I wish I was younger than I reckon. God's gotta be funny, man, I do. 'Cause I got you.
One piece and I reach and make it through to the weekend. Shape you take when you sleep and reckon God is funny, man.
I love that beat.
You know, time goes right out the window, and our hearts, they beat on borrowed time.
So back the car while the creek's running, cast a line with the dawn coming. You know I wanna believe
Something like you.
Hey, that wasn't bad. That wasn't bad at all. I don't got a problem with that one. Pink Skies featuring Watch House. That's my only issue with this album, I guess you could say, with country music, I guess, is so many songs start the same. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's hard to differentiate sometimes, especially towards this later half of the album after listening to so many songs. It's like, goddamn, it sounds like the past 3 songs or 4 songs started the exact same, the same type note. I don't know. That's new for me.
I know they got plenty of young blood left in them, and plenty nights under pink skies you taught them to enjoy. So clean the house, clear the drawers, mop the floors, and stand tall like no one's ever been here before or at all. If you could see them now, you'd be proud, but you'd think days yuppie. Your funeral was beautiful. I think I heard you coming.
He's up on fire though. When it gets into it,
If you could see him now, you'd be proud, but you'd think days yuppie. Your funeral was beautiful. I think I heard you coming.
Your pocket knife, it went missing. I think we know who got that one. You used to let her cut the ribbons on all of her own presents. It made me nervous, but now I see we just taught different lessons.
that was a cute ending right there. Real sad but beautiful. Last track for the Great American Bar scene.
Coffee cold this morning,
Bathwater.
getting rid of me. Got drunk, fell asleep, and woke up in Eastern Tennessee. Woke up on the wrong side of a lifelong fight between who I was, who I am, and which one's right. Baby's out the bathwater, he ain't got no chance. Oh,
where home knows the old you. So boy, get up and dance. Now everyone knows an outlaw, country to their core. The only outlaw I've known served in the Corps. And I ain't heard shake the frost in a couple years or more.
Okay, that was Zach Bryan, the great American bar scene. And he definitely stuck to the concept and the topic, that's for damn sure. I could definitely see why it's such a great album, why a lot of people are saying it's one of the greatest of the year, if not the greatest album of the year, especially maybe greatest country album of the year for sure. Who knows? Let me know in the comments what you guys think is the best album of the year as well. Where does this rank up for y'all? For me personally, I gotta see, because 19 songs is a lot, fam. It's just very hard to fully want to hear it again, you know, to be honest. There's going to be a few songs that I am going to pick and choose from, of course. Like 28 is my favorite. I love the poem. I'm going to be listening to the poem a lot. Probably into Mechanical Bull, Let It Flow Like That. The Great American Bar Scene, I wasn't a huge fan of it. American Nights is going to be great for the concerts. Oak Island and Purple Gas. Yep. So the collaboration, wasn't a huge fan of it. Oak Island, I believe that I love the beat. Boons, he's talking about getting out of the boons and everything and being in the mud, being in the trenches. The Way Back, Find the Way Back, Memphis Blues. I really liked them going back and forth with John Moreland. Like Ida, I did like. Bass Boat was just very deep, very, very deep. Better Days, I wish John Mayer did sing, but you could hear his guitar in the background, and that was just really inspirational. You know, Better Days Are Coming. Towers, definitely going to save it to my gospel playlist. Sandpaper was just beautiful. But I'll be honest, these last 4 songs, I don't think we needed it. I think it should have been a 15-song album. These last 4 songs didn't do it for me. It actually kind of made it drag out for me. So I apologize for the last 10 minutes, but it just made it drag because I love the Sandpaper ending. I feel like that was a perfect way to just end off the album. But a lot of these albums are super long. I feel like that's where it takes a couple points off for me. And because country music is new for me. There's a lot of similarities between songs. You got to keep hearing the same type of tonality. Throughout the album, he sprinkled in a little bit of aggression. He sprinkled in a little bit of singing his heart out, but I didn't get enough of it for me. I feel like it was really the same type of tempo, the same type of I'm going to sing this and give you a story, which is great to hear the stories. But when you're in the setting of sitting down, is different than when you have a beer and you're watching them perform on stage at a festival or a concert, or what's the right one? A fair. That's another one where you're at a fair and you got the cotton candy, popcorn, some good food, and you got people around you talking a little bit and you hear them, Zach Bryan up on stage and you're going crazy. That's a different setting than just sitting down and listening to an hour and 3 minutes of it. It's gonna be different, of course. But within that still being said, I definitely have this above a lot of albums. So surprisingly, for my first male country album, it's up there for me. For a lot of different albums, I wish that it was about 13 songs instead, but it ain't my album. So it's okay. And I bet if you love this type of music, you actually would rather it be 30 songs instead. So that's the differences, and it's okay. Music is subjective. We all have different tastes. I'm grateful and I'm excited to just keep listening. Thank you for all the recommendations of this album. I hope you guys enjoyed this watch along, listen along with me. We're going to make a lot more as time goes on, and we're going to see where this ranks after I edit and after I let it sink in a little bit as time goes on. We're going to see where it ranks as with my other albums of 2024. Zach Bryan, proud of you, Brody. This was a great piece of art, a great album, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. See you, JaKar. Talk to y'all. Peace.